Gunman kills 5 neighbors, including a child in San something county. San Jacinto County home, sheriff says. A suspect who is still being sought had been asked to stop shooting his rifle in his front yard because of a sleeping baby, according to authorities. He didn't kill the baby, did he? Do y'all know? Let's read it. Survived. I tried not to read this. A man killed 5 people, including an 8-year-old boy with an AR-15. That's your gun that you hate.
But I think he has it illegal.
Well, let's see.
Because he was deported at least 5-6 times.
With an AR-15, which is what I said. Just because you make it illegal don't mean that people not going to still have one.
And he was deported when you said before, a lot of the people are laughing.
Because they come right back over. You
send them to Mexico, they come right, they'll fly back over.
I told you this one dude laughed. He said, I'm getting deported. He said, but I'll be back next week.
This fool
came back. I talked to this guy personally over here where we live, and he said, I'll be back next week. I went,
wow.
I said, you crossing the... Well, he said, I fly.
That's another crack in our system.
He said, I fly back.
Goodness. This man had
How many Jose Rodriguez's can it be? Oh, Lord. And they probably all look the same look, and you just have his
he should not have been led back into this country. I don't know how that happened.
Well, anyway, this man killed with an AR-15 style weapon Friday night in an angry response to his neighbor's request that he stop shooting in his yard while their baby was trying to sleep. Texas authorities said Saturday. Instead of heeding the request, the man allegedly took the gun, went to the neighbor's house, and killed half the people inside.
Yes.
He then fled, sparking an overnight manhunt around Cleveland, Texas, that was continuing Saturday evening. He could be anywhere right now, James Smith, special agent in charge of the FBI Houston office, told reporters Saturday afternoon. We believe he's on foot, but we don't know. Smith added that the suspect could be somewhere within 10 to 20 square mile radius, but that dogs lost his scent. Authorities located the gun allegedly used in the killings, but are unsure if the suspect is still armed.
Yeah, they've been talking about this on the news with updates and how many times he was deported. Back and forth, back and forth. Yes. How do we let this happen in our country?
It was at least the 7th incident this month in which an armed American shot people in response to regular, everyday interactions.
Wow. Yep, they was talking about that.
So he didn't kill the baby.
No, I think they hid it under
Sonia Guzman, 25, Diana Alvaro, 21, Julius Rivera, 31, Jose, I'm messing the names up, 18, and Daniel Enrique, 8.
Their body covered one. I think one kid they found in clothes, hiding. Isn't that sad? And I can imagine the gunshot sounds will wake your baby. You know, if you got a little baby trying to sleep. But my whole thing wasn't even the gun, the AR-15s, because criminals and people legally can get that gun. It'll be the Wild Wild West, like you're saying, because a lot of people legally getting them. They're not getting rid of them. And they don't want to get rid of them because it's knuckleheads like him who probably did get his illegal.
This way you saw 2 of the women were killed, were found lying on top of the surviving young children in the bedroom, trying to protect them. The post, because that's your first instinct.
It's to cover your
It's to cover them. And then he coming in with an AR-15, blasting everybody. At least let me get hit and let the kids live.
And they live, The family gone, though.
If they would have dived on those kids, he would have killed them too.
The whole house.
You big dummy.
Yeah. But I just got angry. I didn't get angry per se with the fact that he had that gun, because we know a lot of people are having that, and you do destroy more lives quicker. I was mad because he was deported, I think they said 2019, 20.
Here he come again.
He comes again. He comes back. Send him back home. He comes back. Send them back home. How does that happen in our country?
Now you want to talk about...
And then remember when Comover was president, he was making a stereotypical comment about Mexicans being killers and murderers.
Yeah, but he's stupid.
No, I'm saying this doesn't look good for our country. And
but none of it. But
this is protect the borders.
But that's the borders. I get it. But that comment. When you look at it, it was a black man who came out and shot somebody, a white man who came out and shot somebody.
No, I'm talking about the comments that Trump made. It's like I don't like when the comments that they make are negative.
Oh, yeah.
And when it starts to happen, I'm like, wait a minute, this man should have stayed in Mexico. Right. How do he keep coming back?
Well, he could make a comment not about that, but he could make a comment about the border being weak. Yeah, I agree with that.
Exactly.
And that part,
that's what I meant. Yeah,
Democrats are weak on that.
We are.
Whereas then again,
no,
Obama,
our country is weak.
Obama sent more people back than anybody.
But does that matter?
It don't.
If Obama,
now that they flying right back
if
over.
Obama sent, let's say for sake of argument, all the presidents, Obama's percentages of sending them back with their families is larger.
Right.
How did this man get back?
Right. But what I don't like is I don't like when people take a crime or something and then they spread it over everybody in that race.
Right.
Because in that case, you can say black people, which is what a lot of white people feel, are the most vicious people in this country. They'll say that all the time. Y'all kill each other all the time. But they'll tell you that.
Yeah, I was just saying as far as him making a comment. Well, anything that Trump says, you're not going to like. Right. So the moment I say, consider the source. Right. The moment I say Trump said, right away, you know it's negative. Right. But he made that comment about the borders, and I'm like, any president, any person, public, Republican, independent, Democratic, we need the borders when we send someone home, especially if they've been arrested and they got a criminal background. They're the ones really don't need to come back.
Or go back to what we originally said. How did he get an AR-15?
Well, you can get one, Kim.
I'm just saying. So maybe
you can get a gun in the alley.
So maybe, like we were saying, you cut it off by whoever is responsible for selling these guns. If these guns come up in things and places, you might have a hand in it. They ain't gonna like it.
We don't know that.
They ain't gonna like it because you're gonna be a little bit more like, who am I selling this to?
Here's the thing: a lot of the guns that I watch a lot of TV, a lot of police shows. There have been guns that have been recycled. Okay, so the owner has not seen his gun and he reported it
people stolen.
And 2 years down the road, his gun is used in a murder case.
Or you'll have these
somebody
gun
stole
shops.
it and they're using his gun.
Or you'll have these gun shops. Yeah, we have a local gun shop who was robbed. Yeah, right. You were robbed.
They stole his guns.
I don't believe they was robbed.
Really?
I believe it was fake. Just like these restaurants who have fires and they have to collect the insurance money.
Oh yeah.
Some restaurants
always
have a fire.
A few of those in the neighborhood.
So this one,
this is a second fire. Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, and a gunshot gets robbed and all your guns are taken. Okay. So now the gun guy can say, "I reported all these guns stolen. I don't have no, Yeah. And he probably sold them under the table, so he made money off of the guns, and he didn't have to report it.
Those AR-15s are a lot of money.
So all right. Emerald says Lenora, he can't tell her no. Probably Will Smith. So we'll get to these stories.
She's controlling. She got a voodoo on.
So tomorrow we'll talk about this. JP Morgan Chase Bank buys a failed bank. Just so you know.
We got to do donkey before.
A local hero, boy in Michigan, helps a bus driver who passed out. We'll talk about that tomorrow. And the big one tomorrow, Iyanla